Hello everybody, I'm Rowan, and today I'm back with some more missing recordings from the Soulless SMP. These are going to be a collection of random clips of events that occurred between the streams, but I figured I'd put the clips together for you to see. At the moment I'm looking for mushrooms. Stumbled across this absolutely nightmarish tower. If you watch the streams, you know all about this nightmarish tower and difficulties it has caused for us, but I did actually find some mushrooms, so it's still late summer, early fall at the present moment in time, and mushrooms are incredibly important, especially the poisonous ones because they're very useful for potions and stuff. That's why I'm gathering some up. I also found this very weird little gravestone. I've never come across one of these before. I'm pretty sure it's a mod. And I didn't want to partake in any grave robbing, but I did definitely want to see what was under here, so I dug it up. I was a little bit disappointed in what I found, so I removed all evidence I'd been there. And I did lose a piece, but it's fine. After I got home from my mushroom expedition, I expanded the garden a bit, and then we were set upon by a lot of fellas. There are still so many fellas that spawn in our little island. I think the place might be cursed. They are in the house. Here is Vitor digging out the basement. And here is our new graveyard of both of our corpses. It was a mess, it really was. Not helped by the fact that there are holes in the windows. And of course we had a temporal storm come by as we were working on the basement, so we hid in the basement, hoping to be safe. Unfortunately we were not that safe. I'm already dying because I'm pretty insane at this point. Vitor's trying to chuck me food because she thinks I'm starving, which was very, very sweet, but no, I was actually not hungry for a change. Here is one of the nightmare Botorns that decided to join us down in the caves. This new sword I made, the Iron Odachi, I really could not get on with it. So I did give it to Vitor. Spoiler alert, we died quite a lot after this, so the sword is now gone. Anyway, we did a little bit of work on the house, testing out the larch planks, which we're going to replace the floor with. Vitor did fall, but she was rescued. We did a little bit of scouting around the rest of the mansion too, because this place is huge. It's going to be quite a while before we get it all in tip-top shape. Vitor came across a dungeon in her travels, so we decide we're going to go see what's down there. At this point my game audio stopped recording for some reason, so enjoy the lovely ambient music that I have overlaid in the background. Did find one of these treasure chests. It is locked. We did not figure out how to open it. If anyone does have any ideas how to unlock one of these, make sure you leave a comment and let us know, because it's still sat there, unopened. Pretty sure this structure and the house we live in and the mansion, I think they're part of the Better Ruins mod. There is a mod list in the description, but regardless, I do really love the architecture and design these things have, even if the fact that all the walls are reinforced is a little bit annoying. at one point down here I did find an ancient key. In hindsight, maybe the key does open the chest at the entrance. We're pretty chill at this point until Vitor stumbles across some nightmarish horror. She tells me to run, so I just panic and sprint away, and then realise she's being chased by one of those nasty soul blade locusts. Now, we are definitely not prepared for this. We don't really have any armour, and we haven't started the potion making, and I'm already pretty low on health, so we do spend quite a while trying to skirt this guy, but he was not dying. We did lose him at one point, which was quite nice, until he came back. These things are horrifying, they really are. I get pretty low on health at one point. At this point I have already seen him climb the walls, but I for some reason decide to climb a ladder. And I get a lucky hit off on him, and I decide to stay up there until he stops humouring me and chases me down. At this point I decide to leave and have a look for some horse tails so I can actually heal, because it's quite a long way from home. And I do not want to do the journey to go back and get my stuff. We find another little pile of ruins. Don't worry, I did go back and pick up these pots, I didn't leave them there. Where Vitor found some bees. So we spent some time putting some flowers together so we could bring the bees home with us. And believe it or not, we actually succeeded. We got a harvestable skep. And it's about this time we decided, we've been out here long enough, let's go back home. On our way home, we did encounter these other ruins, and we thought, oh, we can have a quick look while we're here. It doesn't look that scary, it's just a giant pit down into the darkness. Unfortunately, there are also horrors down here, and these guys hit hard. I get stuck on the ladder, I panic. I'm climbing back up at this point, and I accidentally take the ladder up behind me, so Vitor's stuck down here, and I try to fix it, it makes it worse. So I have to drop all the way down and get the ladder back up. We both survived. But at this point, I think I'm done with the adventuring thing, so back home. My game audio is thankfully fixed from this point. Spend a little bit of time going around our little copper deposits, getting some surface level copper, and put together some herb racks, with a brief interruption from this guy. The herb racks are very useful for drying out plants, which I believe is the alchemy mod. The alchemy mod lets you make health potions and other potions that increase your attack or decrease or increase your hunger rate. So this herb rack should actually be very useful. I made a few other things too. We also made some beehives for the bees. And we're drowning in stuff at the minute, so I do actually finally set up our little storage area. And finally finish up with putting some cuttings on the new drying rack. Anyway, that is the second batch of lost recordings from the Soulless SMP. Make sure you subscribe and also join the Discord to get notified of when we're streaming, so you can catch all of the shenanigans we get up to live. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!